Well, it's raining again today, but I'm still going to try to get some work done on this tractor. As long as it don't blow in. So far it's dry inside under the carport. The lighting's not that good though. Okay, let me see what I'm working with here. Well, not the best angle to see this. Just this other arm, steering arm is in my way, but I can work around it. As you can see, I got that jury rigged too with some wire between the nut and the thing to tighten it up. Yeah, I think while I'm down here, I want to see if I can. When I'm working on this other thing here, taking that off and replacing it, I think I'm going to take that wire off and see if I can screw that nut up any tighter. But I think the threads are wore. That's why I put the wire in. But we'll see. Nothing else, I can take that off. Maybe put some washers in there instead of that wire. Okay, let me get started on taking that rubber off. Well, get the rubber off. I'm going to get the cotter keys out of both nuts. Yeah, there's the cotter key. I got to pull that out. I'll take some gasoline and clean it up. You can see how much play there is in this thing. Yeah. Even more on the other end. This one's wore out too. Well, my phone died. Took a while to charge it up. It's still trying to rain. It slowed down a little bit. There's not much clouds. Well, there's clouds, but radar shows rain moved off to the northeast. But I can still hear a few raindrops, so maybe something else is popping up. Anyway, what I was saying before I got my phone shut off is this one. This one's pretty loose. Just like that. It didn't actually come out like the other side, but it's just pretty bad. Whatever was in here all wore out over the years. And the other one down there too. Yeah, now to get I'm gonna clean it up with some gasoline. Get some of this grease and dirt off of here. Well, I got this little cleaner. I gotta take this cotter key out here and the other one out down there. And then I can try to get those nuts off. Oh, I gotta go down and get my ice. Because after I get the nut loose, after I get this nut loose and the one down there loose, I'm going to try to knock this off so I can get a ice on that one and an ice on that one. On that one I can only get the ice on the nut. But that one was, on the other side, that one was easier to get out first time. This one was the hard one on the other side. It took me about 4 tries to get it out with a sledgehammer. Okay, let me get the cotter keys out now. Swallows up there. They keep flying in and out, making a noise. Sometimes they even swoop by me too. I guess they think I'm invading their privacy. Got that cotter key out. It took me a while, but I got it. How to get my phone in here? Anyway, I got that cut. I got to clean that up, and I got that. Got to get that cotter key out of there. Then I can take the nuts off. Or loosen them anyway. Well, I got that cotter key out too. Now to get the wrench on them. Since I'm down here, I'll start with this one. Swallow the sure give me a headache here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got that loose pretty easy. It wasn't hard at all. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that a lot. I think they're fighting with each other. Oh! I don't know what's going on there. Oh, there. Only don't hit me. Oh! Oh! I think I'm bothering them. That's all. Let me get back to my work. This one didn't come off as easy, so I gotta use an extension on it. Give me more leverage. Yeah, that worked good. I had to do the same thing on the other one. On the other side. Now I can take it off. Oh, well, I can unscrew the nut part way, and then I'm going to try to hammer it before I get the ice. See if it'll come out on its own. Well, I managed to hammer that one out. It's loose without the ice, but not the other one. But while I was hammering this one, the joint came apart on the other end of the tire. I'm going to take this one all the way off since it's off anyway. I couldn't hammer that one down. I'm going to try it again. I think they're breeding. That's why they're chasing each other. Yeah, they're breeding. I think. I can't tell what's going on up there. They just dropped to the ground. That's weird. Yeah, I think they're breeding. I got that one off inside, way in there. But I got to hammer this one again, see if I can get that off. If not, I'll get my ice and cool it down so it'll shrink. And after I get this one out of here, I got to get some sandpaper and clean out the holes real good. Get the rust out of it. It's not budging, so I'm going to go get my ice. I brought my ice out. I took a little break. I had to charge my phone up again. Anyway, I got one on top. I got a hole cut out of the bottom of that ice bottle there, and I left a little pocket in the ice, and then I let that sit on top of the nut. And the same thing on the bottom. I got it. I put them in those old plastic jars there, so they all stand up better, at least on the one on the bottom. If I just stand it there without on the yellow cap, it just wouldn't stand up. But what are you crying about? Anyway, I'll leave that on there for a little while. The theory is the ice. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's the little mama cat. That's the new mama cat. I don't know what she's meowing about. Maybe she's looking for Bud, or maybe looking for her mama. Her mama died in the barn the other day. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, the cold makes the metal shrink. So I'll figure if I put the cold on both ends of that bolt there, where that ball is, it's stuck in there, that will shrink faster than the metal around the hole. So the bolt will shrink faster. So that's what I did on the other one, and it worked. Of course, on the other one I held them with my hands, and my hands got cold. Today I'm doing it different. I don't know how long to leave it there. I don't want it to get so cold that the metal around the bolt, around the hole, will also shrink. So we don't want that. So I'm going to try it now. Try to hammer that bolt nut out. There's a moment of truth. I'm going to hammer it down. See if it comes out. Well, I finally got it. I had to brace it from underneath with that board. Anchor it. because I could tell this thing was bouncing. So I wanted to get a solid piece underneath. And it worked. Hey bud, what you looking for? Well, I got that bolt out. I still got to clean up the holes with sandpaper, that one too. And since I'm down here, I'm going to take that wire off, take that nut off. What's the matter, bud? How are you, bud? There you are. Here. Anyway, I'm going to take that, see if I can take that nut off. And I got some washers I put in there instead of that wire. See if that'll work. Hey bud, how's it going? Don't catch them swallows. Don't catch them swallows if they fall on the ground, alright? They're good for bugs, mosquitoes and stuff. Okay, let's take the wire off right there. The reason I'm doing that now, instead of putting that on the rest of the way, is because the hard part's done. It's easy to put that on. I just have to take that wire off and replace that wire with some washers maybe. I don't know, it seems like it's just got a lot colder all of a sudden. Yeah. It's a lot colder. Where's it coming? That's the mail carrier. Yeah. First time they ever turn around in my driveway. They usually go down and then turn around, go somebody else's mailbox. Maybe the other person didn't have mail. Okay, let's get back to work. Anyway, it's colder and it might try to rain again later. Okay. Had to hold my phone. And I'm working on that right now. Take the wires off. Let's see if I can get the wires off. I'm getting the smaller wire off first. I'm blocking my own light. Anyway, I got the smaller wire off. Now I got to get the thicker wire on. I got 3 wires. Big one, a thick one, I think. Then a little smaller. And then I got a real small wire on there too. That's what was on there. I got the wires off. Now there's a gap. Here, I'm going to try to take that nut off. I couldn't. I don't know about the cotter key. I don't know if that's in there or not. Well, this is why I put the wire on there. Let's see how loose that is. I'm gonna put some. Try to see if I can get some washers underneath it though. I don't feel like buying a new one for this yet. The threads are stripped. I'm trying to bring it down, take it off, but all I do is I keep spinning around and around and around, trying to take it off. So, my next bet, I'm gonna see if there's enough threads for me to go up. If it is, if I can tighten that up, then I'll just put another nut on the bottom. What do you want, bud? Stop bothering me. He has to go lay down next to me. Nut won't go up either. It's stripped. Now I know why I put the wire in there. Oh, I just realized the threads aren't stripped. It's the whole bolt that's turning. The whole bolt's turning. Yeah, the threads aren't stripped. Just gotta have some way to hold on to that bolt. Oh, I just couldn't get that nut off, up or down. It's locked on there because it's turning with the it's turning the bolt that goes up. So I went back to using wire, but I'm also going to wrap it with rubber. I never had this one wrapped with rubber before, but I'm going to wrap it with rubber when I'm done. with this one here. When I'm done putting that on, that tie rod, I'm going to wrap that with rubber. That'll hold it together. Well, we're ready to install that one. I got it adjusted where I needed to. I got this, that was set at 7 and this is set at 6 notches because I couldn't get this thing to turn down any farther, so I turned it down and made one less notch and then extended that down that way. So that works. And all I gotta do now is put a little grease in it, in the grease fittings, and put some anti-seize compound around the shaft, around the taper shaft. Oh, here and there. Then I'm going to put it on. There's the old one. There's the left. There's the right side, and that's the one I just took off today. And this one here still has a little bit of gasket left, but not much. Yeah. Well, this job's almost done, but then it started to rain again. It's a light rain, so it's not going to bother me. Oh, it's almost 4 p.m. and it's raining again. Well, it's been raining off and on all day. But it's always been a light rain, so it's nothing that would cause a flood. Yeah. Water can drain off slowly. Anyway, I'm ready to put that tie rod on the left side now, the tractor, and finish that job. Well, all I gotta do is drop that one in on that end and then pull this one up into there. Put the nuts on and tighten it, and then tighten that clamp there, and I'll be done with that job. And the last thing I'll do today is put some strips of rubber around that. I have to hold that tighter together because that wire ain't strong enough. Yeah, I couldn't get that nut off. The nut turns with the bolt, or the bolt turns with the nut, one or the other. Okay, let's put it together. Okay, let's get this job done. Well, I got this one in. Now I'll do the other end. I'll tighten these nuts later after I get them both in. Okay, let's slide that up in there. Okay, they're in. Now I gotta tighten them both up. Well, I got it tight, I think. Well, this one's done too. Okay, this side is done. Except for that, I gotta wrap some rubber inner tube around that. Hold it tight. Since I can't tighten the nut up, I gotta tighten it up another way. Oh, that's the last of it. That's supposed to hold it up. Hold it together this way. Since I couldn't tighten that nut up, or even take it off. Yeah. I got a wire tied between the gap between there. I put another wire in there just to hold the nut from spinning. And I put 2 strips of rubber on there. And I tied the ends with the string so they don't come unraveled or untied. That should be better than it was. Well, my main purpose was to replace the old ones with this new one. They were played out. Both sides are done. Okay, this side is done now. So my job is complete, more or less. And I went ahead and greased the shaft there, and on the other side, and I greased that too, the one I just tied up. I greased that, and I even left the grease fitting open exposed so I could grease it again if I need to. And then I had a grease fitting over here that's tied to the other end of that rod. Yeah, the one with the rubber on it. So steering's greased. I did this side yesterday to put that black one on. So it's all done. These are the old ones, and even though they're no good, I never throw anything away. Bad habit. But you never know when you might need something off here. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah. I guess I'll be test driving it one of these days, but not until I really need it. I'm thinking about giving the cattle some more hay, but out in the big pasture. But I'm going to hold off on that for a while. They got grass to eat, so, and they still got some old hay, so I'm going to wait. This is my work table with all my tools that I used for this job. Yeah. And I'll put it away tomorrow. Oh, I got one more thing to do. I already jacked up the front, the middle. So now all the wheels are off the ground. So I want to test the steering without any weight on it, because since this has power steering and I don't have the tractor running, I want to see how the wheels turn with the new linkage on there. Okay. Works good. I got some play in my steering wheel though. There's like a big gap in there where it don't turn. Let's go to the other side. Yeah. Yeah, works good. There's no wiggly. They don't wiggle anymore. I did notice something though on these when I was down there. These tires, same on the other side. This side is wore down more than the outside, and the middle is wore down on a slant. It's lower on this side than it is on that side. Yeah, lower there, lower there. This whole side is wore off more than that one. I'm thinking I should rotate tires. That's what I'm thinking. No, that won't help. If I take this off, roll it around, it'll be the same. This will still be on the inside. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, when they get worn, that means the wheel wears more on the inside for some reason. Okay, let's see how it works up here. Yeah. I like it. I think I did a pretty good job. Okay, that's all. That's all for this job. I'm done with it. I'll take all the blocking out tomorrow. I just don't feel like doing it today. I'm tired. I'm wet too. Got a rock in my foot. I'm just glad to get that done. And I'm glad that I was able to do it by myself. Alright, let's go check the clouds. It's just after 4:30 p.m. But I got it done. Well, the sun went down over there somewhere, but there's too many clouds. I didn't see nothing. And it's still raining, real light rain. But I say it's 7:50 p.m. and the sun just went down. The cardinals are singing. The one over there, the one up here, and the one over there somewhere. They're loud. They're loud. Those must be the males singing. Anyway, it's raining. It's a light rain. Been doing this all day, but at least it's light enough where it doesn't make a flood. Cattle are out eating grass. Didn't get much. Didn't warm up much today, if anything. It barely about got above 50 today on my thermometer. Yeah. The little culvert bridge holding up. So for now, water wasn't that high today. Yeah, kind of soggy out there, I think. Well, good night, Cardinals. Time to go to sleep. Listen to the birdies sing. I can hear the cattle munching on the grass. I thought birds sing in the morning, not in the evening. Yeah, I'm getting wet out here, so I'm gonna call it a day. At least I got the tractor work done. I guess when the sun comes out, it's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days. I can't remember the last time I saw the sun. But I'm going to, when the sun does come out again, I need to start spraying the fence. Yeah, not so much around here, but I gotta spray the big pasture by the road. So it'll be dead by the time cause I can't mow. I can't mow with the lawnmower along the road, so I gotta spray it. And I'll spray the rest of this when I get around to it. Yeah. Most of the fences here are in the shade of the trees, so there's not much growing. But I'll have to spray it eventually for the weeds. Yeah, it's going to get dark now. Well, like I said, I got the tractor work done. I'm glad of that. Now I don't have to be wondering if that's going to fall apart on me while I'm driving it. So it's all good now. Yeah, what do I got to do now? Oh, let's see. Fence. I got to spray the fence. There was something else I was going to do. What was it? I forgot. Oh, yeah. I have to think about it. I don't think I need to give them hay anymore. I think they got enough grass to eat. And if it warms up, it'll grow faster too. All right. I'll have to. Besides the fence, I can't think of it else I was going to work on. Well, I know there was something. I'll think of it later. Fence is the most important thing to do now. Start catching up on that. All right. Catch you on the next one. That's all, folks.